great afternoon. Oh my goodness, where to even begin? I was going through this and got a lot of stuff was coming through, and on the verge of auditory coming in. But when it comes in, I'm going through like almost, how do we explain? There's a shift of consciousness, and I'm right on the edge of sleep, like feeling like literally I'm going out. And right when it hits that point, the auditory starting to come through. So I did get one thing that was coming through, and it was understanding the what is it, like illusion, understanding the so what I was reading on, I was just looking at Irish Granny. Somebody said she scared them, and I was looking at what she's reading, and she's doing this thing with the Nostradamus and Doris Cannon, and they were doing some sort of like channeling type of thing. Doris Cannon was interested in and was having people that could go into a I guess hypnosis state or something and be able to communicate with Nostradamus that wrote all those quatrains. And so what was coming through is he was really unhappy because they had been mistranslated, misquoted, etc. And then he was talking about possible World War III and Sudan and different things, but you know, of course, under that is that it's important of the energy you're putting out, because we have free will, things can be changed. But you know, when we're doing readings, what happens is we're reading the energy and the projection as it is in this moment. Now it could change. You know, I see none of the things are set in stone. Like if I do a reading for somebody, it is more with a looking at possibilities and giving a little insight as to, so you could figure out your direction. So anyway, I pulled the cards, and it's a bit interesting. So I'll see if I can go through and try to pull what was coming through at the time. So at the center of it, we had the direction. And the direction with this was, you know, when this first card popped out, I was like, oh my God, where is this going? Is this from dark spaces? But no, what it turned out was healing, being able to heal with new information about what we chain ourselves with, okay? So we have here, this is representative a lot of times of ego, or the darker things that we involve in, that we have ourselves chained with our subconscious fears. Subconscious fears, the black is like the fear mode, that chains us, binds us through our non-understanding, okay, about our non-understanding. So going into it, it is investigating, looking deeper with these conversations about passages, the way that we proceed through things when it comes to the mental realm and all the things that we're given, okay? So this is what's growing with subconscious, and the actions we take coming through the primary, which is fruitful. Okay, you have the pomegranates, which are fruitful of the mental realm. So this is what we're birthing, because mind is very powerful, and it is based on quantum. where that energy is being projected is what is growing, what seeds you're planting, what are you harvesting, what are you birthing with the fruitfulness of this energy that is coming through, the life force. Okay, so the Empress is basically about that life force of we've got the white, the primary life force of spirit. And what are the actions we're doing? What are the seeds we're planting? What are we harvesting? What are we birthing through the realm of duality? Okay, feminine is the realm of duality. So what is it that you are planting, looking deeper at that, the things you're planting that are chaining you, that are, that are not in your interest, okay? So what we have now is looking at actions that are being done, cutting through that with humility. The sheep, I think that has to do with the obstructions of the sheep, cutting that. So it's more like those that just are going with the primary mental realm of people, okay, that has to do with the actions of struggling with the emotional, struggling in the emotional things and their groundedness or ungroundedness. But these are the actions they are doing that are what keeping them bound and chained, because they don't realize the quantum effects of mind, and the seeds that you plant are what you're going to harvest. So it's awareness of that realm of actions. Okay, what are the actions that you're doing? The challenge is the maze. Okay, the fallacy that's being done, the moon being run by emotions, run by not clear knowledge, into facing the losses from void. When you are devoid and you're running through this emotional realm of action, okay, that's a tainted action due to emotion, okay, in the subconscious, okay. So you have the subconscious realm and devoid, of understanding, full understanding, because you have these emotional losses that you're focused on, and turning your back on what is still there, the things that you have still present, but you're not seeing. So these are basing things on actions, okay, that are run by emotion from the subconscious, which are pulling you into the fear mode, that are run by fear, okay, run by fear, that keep one chained, okay. So the clarification of this is shedding the light, okay, coming to that place of the infinite, the divine is, okay, that one is there, and understanding the actions that proceed from that, which one is seeing in the emotional realm in positivity, okay, the positivity of that, and how these things are built in the subconscious realm. So he has control over the subconscious, okay, things that are built, and the harvest is the light coming out of hope, okay, coming out of the celebration of hope, and looking to the higher realms, higher things. Now, underneath of it, we had the wisdom that comes from the guidance, shepherding where you live when you are doing meditation, okay? So the mental realm, going into this subconscious through meditation. Now, this is not, as you can see, the color is not the bright yellow, so it is not active mental realm. This is the still mental realm, and looking at the colorizations of the churchiology and things like that as well. Okay, so again, going into that retreat mode, into that deeper mode of looking at actions, emotions, mind, and stilling and taking that journey. If you have the wish for better things and knowledge, okay, coming to that knowledge, you come to that correct, in the end, judgment, which is emotional realm and coming awake out of the subconscious, okay? Coming into that which is healing. We have our crosshair of healing, understanding, and awareness of, again, where one was looking on that path of looking at the emotional realm, okay? You've got now, you're wanting at this point to understand that realm, the hidden things. So here we have the pomegranate, but it's surrounded by yellow. Mental realm, okay, the mental realm. We have the void, and then we have here the subconscious, okay? So wanting to have the higher knowledge, okay, that comes out of that seeking of the hidden things, okay? So you join that community, which is anchored in to better luck, understanding. And then you have, last one I'm going to pull with this, mankind, gaining the strength through that death before death, okay, putting an end to the illusion, coming out of that into where you can see better your actions going forward. So you're in a more grounded state when it comes to the subconscious. Okay, got the actions in hand here and can see the world and looking forward to your journey, moving next in your journey. So that's what I got with that. It was like, and then what I said, it was seeing the illusion, seeing the ephemeral, okay? So when this stuff starts to come through, this, or actually auditory, it is shocking because all of a sudden I'm starting to go into almost, it feels like sleep mode, that I'm just going out. And when it happens right on the edge of that, we're starting to go out, I have the auditory that comes through. And it's startling, so you pull yourself out really quickly, you know. So it's being able to stay conscious. It's like kind of like going through the path where you have the awakened dream state that one can pass through. It is sort of like that, being in that state of awakened, but in that really deep mode of consciousness where you are able to access, deeper realms, or communicating with other realm. where perhaps the guides and things are able to come through more with the auditory versus just with the feeling and impressions. That's the way mine works. It's more like a feeling of something that's taking place. The feeling of it's like having a like almost like seeing a mirage. Okay, it's not really solid, but you can kind of see, and you have that feeling of what it is that you are able to communicate. Okay, through some symbols, through some through the things coming in. Okay. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave this here. Hopefully it was of interest. So I'm going to put the link to this, and I haven't listened to the whole thing. I've never been into the Nostradamus because the quatrains and things were so convoluted, and people have made it into so many different things and stuff. But I'll listen to the rest of this and see what it is. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting what came through the cards with this, and thought that it might be of a bit of interest in what you can see in the cards in the symbology and things. And so that's why sometimes I'll come back to the Rider-Waite, because this one is more in for here into the colorization and the things and the deeper meaning that it has, versus this, which is into more of a different type of a symbology. Okay. Like for this, the Pentacles is more of that daily work, the daily things that one is doing. So it just has a different feeling with it. But if I want to get into the more esoteric things, then I find this deck, and I've had... If you could see my thing, I have hundreds of decks. I keep coming back to the tried and true of the Rider-Waite in the end, if I want to do deeper type of readings. So there you have it. Although I am enjoying the Romany, with the day-to-day type of things, yeah. So we'll see how this works out. Each deck gives you a different spin, a different feeling with things when you're working with it. And again, you just have to find out what resonates with you. Okay? And the one that the symbology speaks to you, if you are doing tarot. Okay? So thanks for tuning in, love and light. Let me know if you've enjoyed this or not, and I'll see you online.